The number of people killed by the Ebola outbreak in West Africa is now more than 3,000. The World Health Organization says the majority of those deaths are in Liberia. And speaking at a Global Health Summit Security in Washington, U.S. President Barack Obama said no country could meet the challenge of Ebola on its own. Dominic Kane reports.
For months, the Ebola virus has been spreading across West Africa. Now the number of people it's killed has reached more than 3,000. It's such a global threat that the United Nations Security Council devoted a session to it this week. Fresh from chairing that meeting on Thursday, US President Barack Obama reiterated the danger.
No nation can meet these challenges on its own. Nobody's that isolated anymore. Oceans don't protect you. Walls don't protect you. And that means all of us as nations and as an international community need to do more to keep our people safe.
The outbreak is believed to have started in Guinea. Its president told the United Nations General Assembly the effect on his country has been devastating.
The
Ebola epidemic reminds us of the vital need for a global approach to contain and overcome this terrible disease. We need to combat the irrational panic that has taken over the world. Ebola is a highly serious epidemic, but it can be healed, and it is not necessarily a death sentence.
But the challenge in Guinea is daunting. It is home to 11.5 million people. Although it is rich in mineral deposits, half its population lives in poverty. The government spends just $67 per person per year on health, meaning there are only 1,100 doctors in the whole country. And there are high rates of malnutrition, malaria and HIV. Many scientists are pinning their hopes on the search for a vaccine to treat Ebola. And on Friday in Geneva, there were some signs the wait may soon be over.
We might be able to start to use some of these vaccines in affected countries at the very beginning of next year, in January.
By then, the virus is projected to have infected many tens of thousands of people. Dominic Kane, Al Jazeera.